Hello guys, welcome back to another lovely trading video. In this one we're going to be doing stock analysis on AMC. I'm going to try and make this quick because we have already uploaded a large cap analysis today. And I'm only going to do AMC because it's up 8.5% today, so I imagine some people are curious on where we could see it heading. So quickly, looking at standard deviations, you can see obviously yes we have broken up 8.5% today, but we came into the statistical mean and that's where we're struggling, which you do commonly see. However, you can see not only is it lined up with the statistical mean, but it's also kind of creating this triple top. So again, this could indicate a push downwards or a strong break to the upside. And that's kind of what matches up with the same criteria as a statistical mean. This statistical mean, what usually happens is you either get hesitation on it, but when you do break through, you usually break through with not only big volume but also just big momentum pressure. So if we can break up and close above this $48 level, I would see AMC pushing a fair bit, and if it does break through that level, our first key price target would probably be this $58/$59 level, and that would be my price target if we can kind of hold above this 48/50 level. Now, where do we have price targets up even higher if it continues to go up? 66.50, 76.75, and 84.90 will be those key targets that we would be looking at. Obviously, that would require it on like the 76 and the $84 levels to break into an all-time high. So it might be a bit less. Kind of just don't really expect it as much because obviously AMC kind of moved on a pump and it's not likely to kind of break that move again. What's more likely is we could come and test in this 58.90 and maybe at very extreme a 66.50, but I don't personally see it breaking into an all-time high. Yes, at least that's my opinion on AMC. So those would be my key targets. Obviously, if it does continue higher, I would make a new video by then. But just for a quick insight, obviously 103, 94, 112, and lastly 121 would all be other levels, but it would be very unlikely for it to break into those highs. Now, where would we be buying AMC? So it depends how you're going to be trading it. If you're looking for a day or maybe like a very short swing trade, if we can get a close above this 48, it would most likely make a push up to that 58.90, so that could provide trade opportunities. However, if you're looking to get in for either a longer term swing or maybe an investment, then the levels look closer to 29.50 would be that absolute highest level that I would actually be looking to buy at, but I would personally be looking to get lower prices at around 23.80, and yes, AMC is kind of still a bit overvalued at that, but if it did continue lower, $10 is another level, but you still got to think about where AMC was. I mean, if we go into a longer term time frame, AMC was only really around $1 to $5 or $1 to $10 a day most of the time. So keeping that in mind, $10 is maybe still a good area to be getting long, but that's the only thing. If you're looking for an investment, you just want to be realizing that AMC at the end of the day is still a meme stock, so buying it as an investment may be a bit risky, especially still at these $30 and $23 levels, because it doesn't really line up with the fundamentals that well. So if I personally was investing in AMC, which I'm not, but if I was going to, $10 is kind of that highest area I would actually start looking to get in with an investment. At least that's me personally. And if we quickly go over to the daily chart, we can have a quick look if there's any gaps to be filled, which I don't believe there was, so that doesn't really provide any trading opportunities there, because you can see the only gap we did have, or the main gap we had, was here, but it got filled on the previous pullback, and then we had a gap here which was filled in this pullback. And usually AMC is filling every single gap that keeps occurring, so that's one thing to keep an eye out, especially on AMC. On all stocks, around 95 or near enough 100% of all gaps will get filled, but AMC is a great example of gaps being filled. The only place I can see quite obvious with a gap is around this $16 level that has not yet been filled, so that could be a key level where we could be seeing a fill and may get a bounce off those levels. So that's the only, at least at a quick glance, is the only gap I can personally see right now. But just, thing to keep an eye on AMC is if you do see these gaps, they'll most likely provide trading opportunities to fill them. So, hope you enjoyed the video, hope to see you in the next one, and that's it. Peace.
Help